It's really important to talk about sexual health early on because you want children to be comfortable with their bodies and coming to you with any concerns. You know, if your kid's 10 and she starts getting body hair, you don't want her to feel embarrassed to tell you about it. You want her to be like, hey mom, did you know this is happening? Can I shave? Should I not shave? You really want to start the conversations early and name body parts after their names and not use nicknames. And a lot of safety plays into that as well.
As a caregiver, it's very important to be open-minded because you don't want the person that's coming to you to feel uncomfortable or ashamed of the things they're feeling. And listening is really important when someone's talking to you because there can be small words that might mean something big to the person saying it that you're not fully hearing.
As a caregiver, it's our role to validate our children and our adolescents in every aspect of life. Why should sexual health be any different? So if we don't confirm their feelings or validate their feelings or their fears or concerns, either way, it can cause them to feel maybe isolated or alone in this very tricky and sometimes hard to navigate area of life.
Sexual education and services should be easily accessible to our youth, so they're not scrambling around and having trouble finding the education they need and finding the help that they need. It shouldn't be that hard and it shouldn't be expensive.
We need people in our lives like caregivers and teachers and faith leaders to kind of affirm some of the feelings that we're having because in the end we're all human and we've all kind of dealt with this on our own and to have our caregivers guide the conversation or us as caregivers to guide the conversation, it helps with that feeling or the validation that they're having about these feelings that are normal and natural that we've tended to avoid for so long.
Getting involved as a caregiver to me means different things, not only just to help my family, but I'm also in a lot of groups online just sharing that information. As soon as I found out about Thrive, I immediately started sharing it with other families of teenagers because everybody I know, especially with teenagers, it's so much harder to find resources than it is with younger children. There's a lot of community action agencies for younger children. There's daycare, there's help. There's just not a lot of help for teenagers. So for me as a caregiver, being involved is also getting other parents and other families involved and making sure I reach as many people as possible. What can you do as a caregiver to facilitate the discussion about sexual health with youth?